Brigitte from Altice Labs. I'm going to introduce you the UPS monitoring through USP protocol. In this use case is to address regulatory requirements where the CPE needs to maintain voice service and Lifeline services during, for example, a power outage. In this case, we developed an agent, an extension to the USP protocol, so that the CPE is able to monitor the battery.
So what we have here is a gateway from Altice Labs that is connected with a uninterruptible power supply. This is off-the-shelf power supply. It's connected to the gateway through USB-A connection, and the gateway, the thing about the gateway is that it's running USP, so TR-369, but it also has an agent on it that allows us to convert the data that's coming from the UPS into TR-181 data model, so that a USP controller can read that data and, for example, raise alarms when the battery is disconnected, or if the battery is low on charge, or if not running on the AC anymore. I'm going to show you how that data looks like because it's an extension to the data model. We have configured bulk data collection profile on the device, so every minute or 5 minutes we are collecting all the statistics about the battery. And I'm going to also show you what users can do actually when the power supply is disconnected from the gateway, or when there's a power cut. When that happens, how do we raise alarms so that it can be communicated to the end users? USB controller is on the cloud. Most of the time it's at the operator's premises, service provider's premises. But USB controllers can send notifications towards external systems. So when something like this happens, maybe it can go to a third-party system, and that third-party system can take action when necessary. If it's, for example, about fire department, maybe they want to be able to get that notification immediately. What you see here is the communication or the parameters that we retrieve from the device. So we have an extension to the device.services object. The extension is called UPS. It is sending us data like charging, battery missing, what is the temperature, what is the voltage, whether it's on the AC or not, whether the battery is missing or not. For example, if the battery is disconnected, then you can see that this parameter is changing its value. And we have set it through the TR-369. We have configured the gateway so that whenever something changes, that it notifies HDM because it's subscribed to the value change. So when that happens, we know in that case. So let's go back to our device. So this was the communication log between the device and the controller. So if I look here to the alarms, all right, so we had a missing battery alarm that we generated previously. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to disconnect the battery from the AC, sorry. So in a minute or two, the gateway should let us know that the AC is off. So we are going to see an alarm coming up there. It can take, of course, up to, I don't know, 2 minutes.
Okay.
You can cut that.
Did it just happen?
Oh, we got it. Okay, AC power off. So we have the alarm there. When I plug it back on, and which I'm going to do now, in a minute or two or less, we should say that that alarm is clearing off. And now that we plugged it back in, the alarms have been cleared.
One of the benefits to a power supply manufacturer from integrating this in is that it would make it easier for a service provider to integrate their supplies, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So they should want to jump into the broadband forum and become a member
Yes.
and learn how to do this, right?
Exactly. And there are many things we can also monitor, whether the battery is full or not. You know, since this is a regulatory requirement, you may want to make sure that, you know, it's the health is very good, that all battery is always charged. So if something is not really meeting the requirements, you should be able to notify your customers or users that they need to do or take the necessary precautions to make it good again. So this innovation demo shows the power of collaboration and the power of standardization, because we are building it on top of the existing functionality that is in TR-369. We are relying on the bot data collection profiles. We are relying on the subscriptions to be able to raise alarms. So overall, this has been very collaborative and good demo.
Yes, good demo. Please join us at the Broadband Forum.